Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back. So, guys, as part of this session, we are going to see how exactly we can perform the mouse click operations, the keyboard relevant operations, all those things will be studied as part of the session. We all know the click itself means it's going to perform a click operation, whereas the double click means it's going to perform a double clicking operation. To deal with this, what I'm doing is I have a copied my source demo program and I just placed it again and I am renaming it as example mouse click. Okay, that's what the example that I have updated my spec file. And now let me close this. Yeah. So here, as part of this program, I'm just commenting these two lines, which is entering the username and a password. Wherever the login button is there, instead of a click, I'm gonna perform a double click. That's it. So here, this test I'm naming it as double click operation. Okay, double click operation, that's what the test that I have named. And uncomment this pass, and of course add a command to close the browser instance. That's it, as a command to close that particular browser instance. Perfectly all right, let me try to run this particular program. The program name is example mouse click dot spec in a headed mode. Let me try to run it. So it should perform the double click operations. So here, let me, play this one. So see here, it's identifying that and say it's performing the double click operation on that particular element. Perfect. And if at all you want to perform a right click operation, inside the click, you will be, giving this button as a right. So let me copy this locator. Okay, let me copy this locator, put it here, dot click again, and here inside the click, if you observe, you just need to pass a button as a right. That's it, I just passed my button as a right. That's it, this is gonna perform a right click operation. Let me run my program and check it out whether it is performing a right click operation on this or not. See here, that's what my object is. Perfect, it performed a right click operation. Perfectly all right. So that's right click is a good. And the shift click and as well as a command click, of course, we are not going to use it. So we will be looking at a mouse over operation. So on an Emirates.com, so if at all you are here, if you mouse over on about booking online, these options are being populated. I just need to perform a mouse over operation here. So what I'm doing here is this test, I'm commenting it for now. Okay, whatever the test that we have, I'm just commenting it for now. Okay, prior commenting it, let me copy this whole test. Okay, let me copy this whole test and I have copied it. And the new test that I have created, I'm naming it as, let me delete these lines of a code, and I'm naming it as mouse hover. Okay, mouse hover. And this time I'm changing my application URL to, instead of source demo, I'm just changing it to amarites.com. And on this particular amarites.com, I want to hover my mouse on about a booking online. Inspect, and this is the text on that particular object. So slash slash star, open braces, this text is equal to about booking online. I was able to identify two different elements and mine is the first object. Hence, I am specifying the index as the first element. Come back here, await, page dot locator, and here this is what the XPath is, and simply I need to use a method as a hover. That's it. As per the documentation also, we just need to use a hover. That's it. We haven't written any code in this just to perform this operation. So let me run this program and check it out whether it is performing the mouse over operation or not. As and when this application got opened, see the cookies is being populated, so we haven't written any command to handle it, so hence I am handling it manually. Now let me press the step over and check it out. See, it is highlighting that object and about to online, it performed a mouse over operations and the results got populated. So this is the way how exactly we can deal with a hover. And the next one is clicking. Basically, you can perform a click operation at the top left corner. So basically here at this position. So if at all you want to perform a click operation at this top left position, in such a cases, you just need to pass on those coordinates here. So this click, you just need to pass on the position where exactly you want to perform this click operation. So what I'm doing here is, let me comment my hover test. Let me go back to my previous test that we have created for the source demo, uncomment it, and comment this line. So here there's a login button itself. Instead of performing the click operation, I'm using this click at the position. Okay, click at the position. That's it. Now let me rerun the program and check it out whether it is highlighting that particular position or not. So here, step over, and if you look at it, the top left corner is being highlighted and it's performing that particular operation there. And at some instances, basically, the click may not respond. At that time, you need to perform a force click. So for that particular click, the only argument that you need to pass on in order to perform a force click here is, okay, you need to use hyphen, force is true. Okay, perfectly all right. Let me put it here. Await just the click. Put that particular command here and end it with a semicolon. That's it. So this line, it's gonna perform a forcible click operation on a particular web element. Okay, a forcible click operation on a particular web element. Okay, perfectly all right. And then the next thing is here we are entering the characters using a fill, but there is an option to enter your character sequentially. So the only thing that you need to use is a press sequential method. So here, if you look at this particular program, we already have a locator for the username field. Copy it, put it at the last, and here instead of using a fill, I'm just using a press sequentially. Okay, I'm just using a press sequentially and I'm entering Surendra into that. Okay, and I'm just entering Surendra into that one. So where in which it will enter character by character into that particular field. So if you look at it, that's the field and it just entered character by character. But this character by character, I didn't see much difference. I still want to see some delay when it is entering the characters. In such a cases, I will be defining a delay as maybe a 400. Okay, delay as a 400. Perfect. Let me run this program once and check it out how this is gonna work. Okay, so what happened, let me close this. Okay, what is there? Yeah, example on a click. Yeah, let me rerun this program and check it out whether it is entering the character by character. Let us see that. So it's highlighting the username field. If you observe now, the character by character it is entering and we were able to see that particular operation. So you can use a press sequentially, and even if needed from character to character, it will take this much a delay and then it will perform that particular further operation. Perfect. And in general, if you want to do any keyboard related operations, you can still use a press command. Okay, so here on the username field, maybe, okay, on the same username field, okay, I just want to use a simple press where I want to press a dollar from my keyboard. Okay, I just want to press a dollar from my keyboard. So it's gonna press this character from our keyboard basically. Okay, so it's highlighting that and it's just pressing that particular dollar as well. Okay, perfectly all right. So these are the various operations we can perform on a mouse over and as well as the keystrokes, guys. As part of the next session, we will be continuing with the further topics. Thank you. Bye bye.